What's that, Skip? Seano's talking about Supercoach again. Let's go. G'day everybody, it's Seano again and I'm back with some more Supercoach content. Today we're going to be doing our round 20 review video where we go through how the team went for round 20, our potential trades and our potential vice captain and captain options for the upcoming round. So sorry this video is a little bit late coming out. Haven't been feeling the best over the last couple of days, but hopefully can get it out for you guys now. And because I'm pretty happy with how I did, as you can see there's another big green arrow there, and so why don't we get into it and see exactly how we did. Oh, before we do, don't forget, trying to get to 300 subscribers before the end of the season, so hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, leave me a like and a comment down below. Alright, let's go and have a look. We'll go to the home page to start off with. So a big score this week, 2,772. Pretty nice. So not quite as high as a round rank as last week, even though we have a higher score, but we did manage to climb up another 1,155 places for our overall score. So that leaves us for an overall season rank of 7,089. So pretty happy with that. Really nice to see some green arrows. Again, this is usually the time of the season that I really start to perform. I usually come home with a wet sail, so not surprising to me that we are gaining some places. Yes, I think we'll still be lucky to finish inside the top 5,000, but it's still not a bad season. So I'm happy to see that we're getting some decent numbers. All right, let's go and see how the team did. All right, so backline. Wangani Malera, how was that goal? How was that? He pretty much won the game on his own back in that last quarter. What an absolute legend. I don't know how many scaling points he got for that last goal to win the game, but it felt like it was about 50. So, you know, that's why he got a massive score, but geez, he's a super talent. Sinclair 132, nice to see him turning up again in a very nice way. Zorko a bit low on 65, could do a little bit better out of him. A few of these fringe play, or he's not a fringe player, he's supposed to be a gun, but if they could have scored a little bit higher, we could have had a massive score this week. Top score, I think, scored more than 3,000. Woohoo, that's a big score. Anyway, let's get on with it. Bailey Dale 97, Whitfield 110, and Callum Mills with a nice 125. Very nice. Bont, who was my vice captain, got me a 169. Raul, who's been absolutely killing it, 143. Dacos 177. Butters 124. Brayshaw 112. Bailey Smith 156. Harry Chisel 99. And this is a secret little. Would be my trade in. So if we go undo trades, you can already kind of see what I'm going to do, but. We actually had Doherty on the field for 71 points over here. So the team looked a little bit like this. There's a whole lot of stars next to Doherty's name. It's got like a swear word as his middle name. Or it could just mean that he is retiring this week. So we're going to have to do something about that. And you kind of had a quick sneak preview of what we're going to do. For the bench, we didn't really say... let's get back to the bench and do the bench last. Gawn 146, English 88. That's two 80s in a row in the 2 weeks we got him in. This week against Essendon, thought he would do much better. So, you know, it hasn't really worked out. Maybe if I had got Darcy Cameron or someone, might have been better. Obviously, if I could have gone if I could have gone Grundy, that would have been the way to go. But we'll have to see what we're going to do. We've only got the two trades left, so I don't think we can do much about it at the moment. McRae 101. Ranking him down with a 59. Warner 106. Is that 200s in a row for Warner? Like a small miracle. Petrarca 108. Darcy 150. And we had Caleb Daniel for a 66. And McCarthy got a 96, which was very nice. As for the subs, we've actually had a few... We've got to come into a bit of luck with our emergencies. Clark's 41. We know Campbell Gray's pretty much out for the season. Johnson got a 41. Saad Halhuli is back and getting a 54, which is very nice, offering me a bit of swing action with the back line and another potential, coverage if I need it. And go down to Sims, got 63. This could be his highest score of the season. He usually scores 40 at best, so we're pretty happy with that as well. So overall, the team went very well. very, very well. So let's go straight into trades, vice captains, and then I want to have a little talk about why a lot of people, let's do it now. A lot of people are switching off at this time of season. They're like, oh, the season's over. My overall rank's not that good. Supercoach is not interesting. I'm actually of the opposite thinking. This is the most interesting time of the season. This is league finals time. Now, the likelihood of you winning 50K, it's not very likely. But you can win a premiership in your league, and that's bragging rights within your league or with around your friends. And it's especially good if you're like me, where you have quite a few friends that play Supercoach, and they and you know, you got the whole bragging rights for a whole year if you win your league. So if you have a quick look at my league, we were cemented in. We'll just go the head-to-head to start off with. So we finished in third place, which is very nice. We moved up. So we were outside the top 4. Now we're inside the top 4. Gives us that chance to play again if we lose this week, which we're up against Brad, who we beat 2 weeks ago, but has a very good team. We were very lucky to beat him. So this is going to be a tough match, me and Brad and Dave and Chris, to see who gets the free hit, well, the free game where you don't have to play next week, and then you get then you play the week after. So that just prevents any disasters happening, you know, with getting injuries and stuff like that. So that's really good. Very, very happy that I finished in the top 4. Really in good position to go for another premiership in my league, in this league that counts this year. And this is why I advised you guys, if you can get into the leagues, it really keeps this part of the season interesting. You don't have to switch off and say, I'm not playing anymore, I've got a shit team. I mean, even if you finish in the bottom 8, they still do a league, like a final series. So you got 1 to 8, and then they got a secondary finals. So you can still win the secondary finals if that's something that, you know, takes your fancy. I usually call it the king of the losers, which is not very nice, but don't you worry, I've been king of the losers a few times. So as you can see, 1 versus 4th. This is who I beat last week, Chris. They go through to the winner goes through. Loser will go here to play off against the winner of these two. The same with me. Me and Brad going to play. Whoever wins goes through to here. Whoever loses will play off against the winner of Master Beta and Petonius FC. So that is quite exciting for me, and this is what I live for Supercoach for, is to crush my friends in the finals and win premierships, just like a real football team. So, yeah, so that's what keeps it interesting for me, crew. So we go back in for trades this week. We've got 2 trades left, and we're forced to make one with Doherty going out. And for the players I can afford, I can't afford too much. Oops. Players I can afford, there we go, you guys can see that. So Matthew Kennedy is probably an option, especially because we can kind of swap him forward, but there is one player that I really like the look of, Hayden Young. First week he played about a quarter and got about 40 points. This week he came out, he played 3 and a bit quarters, and then they kind of gave him a bit of a rest. And he got 120. Now, he did kick quite a few goals to get this 120, but he is an absolute weapon, as some people out there like to say. And I think the only thing I'm scared of is time on ground. If I knew he was playing a full game every time, I'd block him in. If I look against what else he's got, what else is up there. So the last 3 rounds, Alex Davies, will count him out because he only played 1 game. Don't really want Alex Neil-Billen. Marcus Winahanger, no. Jack Viney could actually be a reasonable choice, but not going to go there. Clayton Oliver, definitely not going to go there. Josh Ward, no. So there's no one here that I really like. There's no one here that I really like who jumps out and says, please pick me, Seano. And here, Will Day. I don't know if we can afford Will Day, can we? Nope. Oh, yes, we can just afford him, but I don't know, maybe they're just easing him into it a little bit. He's come back off injury too, and he's just kind of easing himself into it. So I need a player that can put up a big score this week. And another reason I know that I'm thinking about Hayden Young is just because I know my opponent is very much considering him. We had a bit of a hangout to watch the Derby over here in WA with my good friends, and a few of us, including the person who I play this week, was here in the Supercoach and in my leagues, and he is very bullish on Hayden Young. So I'm pretty sure if I get him as well, even though I think he's still probably one of the better picks, him and Matthew Kennedy are probably the two that I'd be going for. The Will Day, maybe if you're willing to take a risk. But the other thing with Hayden Young is I think other people, if I make it through this game, other people there probably won't have him. So that's what we're going to do. Not going to think about it too much. Just going to get the guy who we like and who we know our opposition is probably going to have as well. So we don't want to get punished. I got a feeling he was talking about swapping Shea Bolton for Hayden Young. So if he does that, then at least we can counter that and we can go on and try and win the other ways. We already have quite a few similar players, so it just takes, it'll hopefully be enough for us to win. Anyway, so that's the trade for vice captain and captain choices. Bont's been so good to us, I don't know how we can go past Bont. He's in some ripper form. He's been scoring some big scores. He's up against GWS. Toby Tedward tag? I don't think so. Try the Toby Bedford tag. That might come, but he hasn't really been tagging much the last few weeks, and he might go to someone like Ed Richards or Libba or someone else anyway. So Bont last 4 rounds, 133, 174, 126 and 169. So I think I'm just going to back him in. And against GWS, 128, 116 and 93 in his last few rounds. And then the next pick could be the best pick of the round for me. I'm going to go captain for Gorney against the Eagles. The no-ruck Eagles versus one of the best rucks in the league. So I believe last time Gorn played the Eagles earlier this season, he scored 198. So for me, I think they're the two simplest and best options. If Bont gets like a 115, it's going to be hard to take that. Even a 120 is going to be hard to take that. But we think we've learned our lessons that we probably should. But you never know. All right. So I think that's it. Oh, we didn't give a king and a joker to the team. So who are we going to get the king? There's quite a lot of options for the king this week, really. There's quite a lot of options. I mean, let's give it to Nasai Wanganeen Malira. What a game. What an absolute game. He got a 162 in my team, but that guy has just got all the talent. And it'd be interesting to see what happens with him next year, whether he's still there or somewhere else. If he'd like to come over to the Eagles, yeah, sure. That would be nice. It's not going to happen, but it would be nice. All right, crew. As I said, not feeling the best, so I'm going to make it a really quick one. Hopefully, we'll get another video out later on this week. Instead of doing the trade time video, maybe we'll do a combo video like we did last week, where we talk about captain choices and trades on a live video, potentially on Thursday, maybe pre-game video. So keep an eye out for that one. Hit that notification button if you want to hear when that one comes along, and don't forget to subscribe. Get me up to those 300 subscribers before the end of the season. Like the video and leave me a comment down below. Now, I hope you all have a fantastic week and a great day, and I will speak to you all again very soon. Take it away, Skip.